What's up guys, Duke back here from sportsgamers.com. In today's Madden 20 tip video, I'm going to continue my breakdown of the best passing offense in Madden 20. This is the gun tight slots HP week. And I'm going to break down a new passing concept, a new route combination that you guys can use to absolutely kill any coverage and defense in the entire game. And I'm going to show you guys several examples of how to do it. Now the great thing about this route concept is you can actually apply it to many other formations. You're going to want to use it in a compressed formation though, like a tight, a split close, something like that with the receivers close together. You really want to use it more so from a spread formation, but a compressed. So let's get into it now. I am in the Oakland Raiders playbook on offense, but before we go any further, I want to remind you guys to please subscribe to the channel by hitting the subscribe button in the corner of the video. Make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss out on any of our videos. We upload great content pretty much every day, from tips to gameplays, and we're going to continue doing so into Madden 21. We got some great things in store you're not going to want to miss out. And if you guys are really showing the love, smash that like button. I promise you guys that really helps us out a lot, gets us more views, and allows us to reach a bigger audience to continue doing these great videos for you guys. So we're going to look at this gun tight slots HP week. And honestly, you can do what I'm about to show you from any play. I like to use the play stick switch because, guys, if you remember going back very recently, I broke down how you can use the stick plays, the quick passing plays, to get a better drop back. And because you can do what I'm about to show you guys from any play in this formation, you may as well use it from that play for your best results. So first, I want to look at cover 2 sink. This style of defense is very common. Very common defense. So the setup I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the outside receivers, both of them, you see right here, I'm going to put them on hitches. Alright? That's Robinson and Hill. Next, I'm going to put the slot receiver and the tight end. Now remember guys, you can't get 4 receivers in this formation. I've already explained how to do that. But, in the example here, I like Kittle, so we're going to leave him in. We're going to put the tight end and the inside receiver on the left, the slot on posts. So we got a double post hitch combo. Now if you guys are wondering how to put your receivers and tight ends on posts, basically you have 2 options. You can either have a hot route master at quarterback, or you can have a slot or a route apprentice, tight end apprentice. One of those options, and personally, like I said, I play a lot of MUT, so I just have a hot route master quarterback. It makes it easiest that way, in my opinion. Now, I've shown the hitch post a lot this year, but the double hitch post takes it up to a new level. And this is, in my opinion, the best formation to do it with, because the way the spacing is from this formation on these 2 posts is just really, really effective. It is pretty much you have to manually guard both of them, and then you can still lowball the hitches or throw the hitches if they're blitzing you. It just works really well. They get open so much better than most formations. They're always behind underneath zones, yet underneath over the top zones like deep blues. So let's take a look. This is cover 2 sink first of all. So as you guys can see, pretty much easy dot. You can throw to either one of the posts. Both of them get open. You're basically going to just look to see where the user is on defense, locate the user, and go to the other post. So all that's going to happen on both sides here, you can see on both sides, this hitch basically draws all the underneath coverage. 2 players on each side, the hook zone and the flat zone, whether it's a cloud, soft, hard, whatever. It's going to draw those guys up. And then essentially, you can see the deep blues here, which are the safeties in the deep halves, obviously. Or, as we'll show you in other examples, cover 3, cover 4, the post itself will get underneath those deep zones. So as soon as you see this, it's just a simple, you just want to throw a bullet pass, you're going to click on, and you're going to hold down Y on Xbox or triangle on PlayStation to get this dive and catch animation just like this. Alright, that's all you have to do, and it's pretty much undefensible when you get this animation. They're going to catch it 9 times out of 10, probably 10 times out of 10 if you're a post-flag elite, which I do recommend having if you use abilities. So, that's cover 2. Now, that's just cover 2 coverage. You might be wondering, well, what would happen if they just all out blitz you? Right? They just blitz their whole team on you. And the thing is, you might not really be able to throw the post as late, but you can still throw them. You're just going to throw them quicker. So we're going to go ahead and do dual hitches with the dual posts once again. And, here you essentially have 2 options, right? You can throw the posts quickly as they break, or you can throw the hitches, because the hitches are going to be open against these blitzes too. So it's just making that quick read. Look, so you can just throw that hitch real quick. It's going to turn around. that's free yardage. If you make a guy or two miss, you could score a touchdown off the hitches. And the great thing is you have two of them, so they can't really, use or guard both, obviously, because they're on opposite sides of the field. And, those flat zones, unless they're hard flats, they're not going to guard them at all. Hard flat, you can actually still even throw it on that once you get the low ball down. But, it's obviously hard to throw. Clouds and soft squats, they're not going to guard it at all. And the thing is, if you see them sitting over the middle of the field to stop the posts, then you just looked at one of the hitches. But if you see them run out to a hitch, then you can just quickly throw the hitches over the middle of the field. Okay, guys, so I quickly want to show an example of this against an all-out man-to-man blitz. In case they man-blitz you guys, and it's a heavy, 7-man blitz, 7-8-man man-to-man. So, good example of this we can do from the 1-4-6, and you guys are going to see that even though we can't really, obviously for only blocking the running back, we can't just stonewall this blitz and completely block it. The thing is, we have fast enough reads that we're going to be able to still get the ball off. And what you have to realize is they're not going to be able to free roam with their user if they're playing man, because if 4 guys go out on routes, they're blitzing 7, they're going to have to be, everyone's going to have to be manned up, otherwise someone's going to be wide open. So essentially we're going to do the same thing, the dual post, the dual hitch. Again, the posts are on the inside, the hitches are on the outside. So what you're going to see is that, first of all, you can throw those hitches over the middle, the posts over the middle super fast. So if you see that they're not sitting over the middle of the field waiting for the posts, throw those immediately on the break. Alright guys, so let's say that they're going to sit over the middle of the field and kind of just do like this and bait you. And you can't really throw the post in that situation because you have to throw it fast. And if they're sitting over the middle, you're not going to know in time which post they're actually going to cover until it's too late. So if you see them sitting over the middle of the field, you are going to have to go to a hitch. And you can just quickly lowball the hitch just like that. And, you can even do that against the fastest blitzes in the game. If they're going to sit over the middle of the field and try to stop your post routes, just throw the hitch. Man, I promise you, a low ball hitch is going to be open fast enough. You can throw it right as he's turning around. See, I don't even wait for him to fully turn around. I start to throw it as he's beginning to turn around, so the timing's really, really good there. It's a low ball, and that's, again, a free 6, 7, 8 yards. 5 at the least. That's about 7, 8 right there. So that's going to stop them from all out blitzing you. Dual hitches with posts are an absolute blitz killer, whether it's man or zone. Okay, guys, let's switch it up to cover 3. I want to show you guys the same thing is essentially going to happen. You can hit the post underneath the deep zones, but behind the hook curls and the curl flats and the flat zones and the hook zones and all that. So you guys are going to see sometimes you might want to lowball the post. Like here's a perfect example. Just lowball it, possess and catch it, so those guys don't get any interaction to knock the ball out. But, it's going to be open pretty much every play. This time we're going to go ahead and we'll shake up from the cover 3 to get, let's get this guy, move him out the way so he doesn't run into the blitz. But I'm going to shade up this time just to show you guys it's not going to matter whether you have the regular purples, you shade down, you shade up. Same thing's going to happen. You can just throw it in there pretty much every time. Here's another good low ball chance. And actually sometimes when you low ball it, if you do it at a certain point of the route, the hitches sometimes try to steal the route, as you saw there. But we're just going to go ahead and do it one more time for you guys so you can see that even if they shade over the top, as we do here, it's still going to be able to get open. All right, so let's do it again. Now, another thing to say is if you rolling out definitely gives you better animations where you can do the dive catch easier when you roll out. So rolling out is something to look at as well. It's definitely effective to roll out and throw these posts on the run. Now, I want to look at it against the cover 4 pressed against the quarter deep zones, because those deep zones can get glitchy sometimes. Those are probably, in my opinion, the best deep zones in the game to have, because when you're playing cover 4 and you press them up, they don't really get beat deep too easily, but at the same time they'll play route combos pretty well compared to other deep zones. They're my favorite deep zone to use in the game, and they're there for a good reason. So let's take a look. As you can see, honestly, both of them are open. We're going to lowball it here so we can possess and catch it. Anytime the coverage looks somewhat tight, it is a safer bet to lowball it. Now, of course, if you're rolling out and throwing it on the run, you can just click on and get the dive catch. But if you're sitting in the pocket and you feel like it's going to be a close throw, and honestly, in both of these situations here, I probably would lowball it. Just lowball it and possession catch it. It's going to be open every single time you're going to catch it, possession catch it, and they won't be able to break the pass up. Now, you guys probably saw there that those hook zones were pretty much just sitting down on the hitches. That's because I didn't shade up. Now, if I shade up, they won't guard them as closely, And in that case, as you guys can see here, you just throw them in very easily, turn upfield, and get you some free yardage. So those are always there. If you see the user just flat out ignoring and they've shaded up, ignoring your hitches, throw your hitches a few times. Get yourself, nice 5, 6, 7, 8 yard gain, maybe more. And I guarantee you, they're not going to let you keep doing that every single play. So it's going to open up the rest of your offense. Now, the best thing about this, guys, is just like a lot of the plays I've been showing you, the reads are the same no matter the coverage. You're just reading the hitch post on both sides and looking for the user. The best thing about this overall, though, is it even whoops man, too. So if they just try to play man, they catch you by surprise. They're playing man. Post routes kill man coverage. So, you're going to have 2 posts that are wide open. And then also, you can throw the hitches, against man coverage, too, with a low ball. So the posts automatically beat man. And then at the same time, if you low ball hitches, they beat man, too. So, you're obviously not going to get a huge gain low balling hitches against man, but it's still going to be a minimum of 5, 6, 7, 8 yards. So this is a very, very effective passing concept. You can use it in any area of the field. It's pretty good in the red zone, although I would prefer, another red zone setup. And if you guys want that red zone setup, give me 150 likes on this video and I will drop it for you guys. But it's effective against the blitz, man, zone, every coverage you can think of. This will dot it up, guys. This formation is super powerful, and I love the spacing that it gives the posts. So remember, guys, 150 likes, and I'll drop my red zone setup from this formation. We still got more setups to go in the best passing offense in Madden 20.